Good afternoon. It is my great pleasure to welcome everyone to the moment many of us have been waiting 13 years for, the high school graduation of the class of 2009. To start, I think it is important to acknowledge those who helped in making this day a reality. I think I can speak for all my fellow classmates when I say that without the support of our parents and guardians, we would not be here today. So I thank you. To our teachers, past and present, thank you for not only giving us knowledge, but for also helping us develop our interests that will guide us in our limitless future. Every single one of you has been an inspiration to us, and we hope that you enjoyed our time as much as we did. To the members of the office, Marguerite Scully in particular, thank you for making this and every other day in our school lives possible. To Shantae Robinson, our amazing guidance and college counselor, thank you for dedicating so many hours and emails to helping us secure our future paths, college bound or otherwise. And finally, to ourselves. So it is important that we acknowledge our own hard work that brought us to this point. The test, the project, the reading, the exhibition, and all other elements of our high school students' plan future demanded a high level of responsibility and commitment, the likes of which we had never encountered before. Our attendance at today's ceremony is evidence of the energy that each and every one of us has invested in our present and our future. Sitting before me now are the most interesting, captivating, funny, infuriating, lovable, and memorable people I have ever met in my life. And I'm sure they have some choice words for me too. It's only fair, since we spent these very long years together. We've seen each other at our highest and lowest points, through tears, laughter, anxiety, and tantrums. We've studied, we've debated, and we've listened to each other's ideas. While all this was happening, we grew. From naive kids who respected the world placed at our feet, to young adults who learned that work was a prerequisite to achieving our goals. Yet it wasn't a solo effort. We all played important roles in the development of each other into the blue and white wearing people we are today. It could have been something small, like talking in the hallway during a break. It could have been big, like working at night on a huge project due the next morning. No matter the size, though, we all owe our progress to each other. The person sitting on either side of you could be your best friend, your worst enemy, or someone you rarely spoke to. But right now, in this moment, it doesn't matter. All that matters is that you wouldn't be here without them, and without all of us, we wouldn't be the class of 2009. So as we close this collective chapter in our lives in favor of a new one, there is a desire to define us. What have we done? What do we stand for? Who are we as a class? Those questions are difficult to answer. However, as the chosen speaker for my grade, I will do my best to try. So what have we done? There are obvious answers to that question. We've successfully completed our required coursework, we've done our chores, we've applied to colleges, and we've made our parents' lives significantly more difficult. Those answers are true, but they're very typical, and anyone who knows the class of 2009 knows that we are anything but typical. So how about these instead? We visited Philadelphia, Boston, France, Italy, Costa Rica, and Washington, D.C., and turned those destinations completely on their ear. We stood up to obnoxious students from other schools and proceeded to beat them in a dance battle. We've worn T-shirts bearing the face of one of our classmates. We've created created flamethrowers in science class and busted through holes in walls and windows. We passed out during a math class during the Transformers.
Wait, is he joking?
We've made our teachers scream and laugh with us. We've
Damn it,
laughed
nobody got that.
uncontrollably whenever a third teacher is in the room. We've tried and failed to walk our teachers out of their rooms. We've played games with them like basketball or Super Smash Brothers. We've ice skated, we've cleaned up beaches, and we've even encountered bears in the wilderness. Ultimately, we've been nothing but ourselves. Regardless of the situation, we've approached each and every one of them with our own particular style. Diverse as those styles may be, we never diverge from who we are on the inside. That is one of our greatest combined strengths. What do we stand for? The class of 2009 holds students with opinions of all varieties. Mr. Copeland can attest to the spirited debates that often take place within his classes over controversial topics such as abortion, gay rights, and immigration. We may be at our best when we disagree because we are inspired by challenge. When we are challenged, we don't just sit back and allow for defeat. We come back, strengthening our convictions and ourselves in the process. We support each other's opinions while still maintaining our own, another one of our collective strengths. Which leads us to the final question meant to define the class of 2009. Who are we? Are there a few choice words that can perfectly sum up who we've been these past 4 years? Should there be? Honestly, I think not. Previously spoke of some of our strengths. Our greatest one is that we defy simple labels. We are too complex. Our friendships are too intricate, and our histories are too rich. Conventional terms just aren't good enough to accurately describe us. Then again, School of the Future aims to transcend the limits of convention. Our personalities, ideas, skills, interests, and attitudes are woven together in the most spectacular of ways, representing us as a whole. With all of that in mind, could it be possible to define the class of 2009? Actually, yes it is. My answer to the final question is this: we are indescribable. In closing, I have a few hopes. I have a hope for my fellow classmates and I. Forgive me if this sounds cliche, but my hope is that we don't take these past years for granted. I have heard far too many times indifference about this final year that we are sharing. I've listened and even sometimes participated in complaining about the numerous things we wish were different. Yet, what I've come to realize is that I cannot imagine my life any differently. Our high school experiences may not have been perfect, but they were significant and they deserve our respect. Let's not diminish these past years together. Instead, let's cherish them because we will never have them again. Let's look fondly on our memories of moments, good and bad. Let's carry them with us as we walk, not only across this stage, but across every stage of our lives. I have a very special message to my fellow classmates who will not be walking with us today for whatever reason. Let us acknowledge that, regardless of whether you receive a diploma today or any other day, they are a crucial part of the class of 2009. Forgotten name on the back of today's program. Their hard work, energy, and friendship have helped in shaping the identity of our class, which makes them irreplaceable. They may not physically walk with us today, but they walk with us in spirit. In my final remark as a high school student, I would like to thank my classmates. Thank you for providing me with my highest and lowest moments. Thank you for helping me grow into someone worthy enough to speak on your behalf. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for the love, challenge, and respect you emanate so easily. I know that time has a disconcerting way of dulling memories, but I truly doubt that I will forget any of you. You all have simply meant too much to me. No matter what our relationship was, in the beginning or the end, I will miss all of you so much. There is no stopping the class of 2009. Thanks to our time in School of the Future and with each other, we possess everything we need to begin this process of capitalizing on the next steps we take to achieve our dreams, goals, and desires. The world has been waiting for us, and now is the time that we receive it.